So, Ollamh, we meet again. I must say I'm quite impressed by your resourcefulness and tenacity. I'd love to chat, but I'm busy preparing the last of my salesman clones for their trip to Xenon. And hello everybody and welcome back to video 2 for Sierra Saturdays. Now we are on Sludge Vohaul's asteroid. And we are going to go up in the elevator and see some of the stuff that we have that we have access to. So look at panel. I suppose it would help if I spelled it correctly. For buttons, look at buttons, because they're not, if I remember right, they're not, let's see here, so they are 1, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, so we are on 1, I think. Push 1. The trick here is to push a number of a floor other than this one. Otherwise, it's no fun. So push 3. So it's 1, 3, 4, and 5. So they're missing 2. And wow, the audio is just like, okay, that's really loud in my ear. Alright, so you have the funny feeling you're being watched. Somehow I don't think it's a funny ha-ha feeling. Alright, so yeah, we have, you know, we're basically just kind of going through some of the things. Janitor closet. Aha, you know a janitor closet when you smell one. Almost at once you sense an emptiness, a melancholy longing. You begin to feel homesick. Anything else that I can get? No, nothing else. So I have a plunger! Because that's always handy. Space. Little dots of blue and white and maybe gray occasionally. I don't know. But yes, so we have a plunger, which is good. We will actually need the plunger. And I'm being watched again. Alright, so now we say push 4. And Alright. Yeah. Again, the lack of music is just eerie as hell. Okay, so there's a bathroom. Right. Push button. So we'll go in the men's room. Oh, and they all open up into the same. Yay. Look, you have stepped into a porcelain palace of sorts. It is obviously a restroom, a place which, in an interesting fashion, serves to exhibit the physical diversity of the universe. The walls are covered in easy-to-hose-down synthetic material. Attached to them in various locations are devices designed for efficiently collecting waste products from the life forms which are able to physically match up to them. On the back wall are stalls. 3 of them are in use, judging by the various feet which show beneath the stall doors that are left to the sink. Okay, so open stall, get paper. Okay, so now I have toilet paper. Yay! Was it really worth it? Was it really worth it to get toilet paper from a unisex bathroom? Yes, it was. And there's another door! Yay! Doors galore! I'm pushing all kinds of buttons. Look. No, it's a glass cutter. Get glass cutter. Okay, anything else? It's quite dark in here. Alright, so there should be an elevator just like a couple screens over here. Alright, cool, we can do this. Ideally, we're going to be finishing up the game today. I don't know if we'll actually manage it or not, but we'll try. We will try! Alright, so now we come through here. Whoa! Yeah, ouch, you feel alarmingly dense. Apparently you were in prime focal point for some aggression channeling by one of the caged creatures. Your compressed composition indicates that your attacker possesses considerable strength, a good guide to avoid in the future. Of course, you are damaged beyond repair and the game must end. You've made quite a bit of progress, though. Don't start screwing up now. I'm hardly starting to screw up. I mean, I have been screwing up a lot. What, that's death 10, I think. So, we need to say push 4, go back down to level 4, go across to the other side where there's an empty cage. Alright, we'll do fastest. Wow, that is really, really fast. So, alright, push 5. Thank you. Because I'm pretty sure there's something up here we need. Not entirely sure what, but something. Those are cells. Those look like detention cells. I know a detention cell when I see it. Ah, yes, and here we go. Alright, push button. Look. Get overalls. You pick up the overalls. They are very small and quite worn out. Not to mention filthy. And of no use to you. You toss them back on the floor. As you set them down, something falls to the floor. Look at floor. A wastebasket and a lighter, okay. Aren't you amazed at how much stuff an adventure game hero can carry? You've just got to know how to pack. Alright, get lighter. Okay. Alright, so I think that is all the stuff that we need. Pardon me. I always have the habit of sitting with one leg like tucked up underneath the other, or one ankle tucked up underneath like my knee and stuff, and if I sit there for too long, it starts getting annoying. So now we go all the way down, and we are ready to go into the main part of the base. I'm not quite sure how we wound up on this side, because we were on the other side coming down. I don't get that. Alright, we are going to save again, because this can be tricky if I remember right. The door behind you closes solidly. Yeah, oh, a barrier springs up. And another one. Oh no. The floor is moving left, but what do? We use the plunger on wall, but we want to make sure to wait just until right about now. What? Oh, no. Okay, yes, I'm going to count that as a death. I will count that as death, even though I saved, I restored before I officially died and wound up in the... See, because if you do it now, boom! Alright, so now I know the proper wording. Using formerly uncharacteristic creativity, you apply the suction cup-like plunger to the smooth metal finish and hang on for dear life. Once a janitor, always a janitor. So yes, you can do it right off the bat. And you see, it's just kind of ticking along, no problem. We're good, right? Yeah, we're safe, we're fine. You can hang no longer. Your grip weakens. Splash, poosh, right into the acid. Imagine, if you will, taking a bath in sulfuric acid and using pumice for a washcloth. After that bit of displeasure passes, it gets much worse as the acid slowly eats away at the last critical organs. Finally, mercifully, death takes you. Yeah, so stick plunger to wall is the right terminology. Yes, it's moving left. Okay, so yes, basically we just want to wait until the very last minute and then do it so that we can actually hang on for the entire time that the pit is open, and it should close up after a while. So, right about now. And see, it fully opens. Shook. Alright. Let go. Alright, now, if you notice on the ceiling in here, there's little round gray things, right? So, droids. Oh, put paper in basket. Okay. Put basket down, light paper. So now we create a fire in the hallway that sets off the sprinklers, those little metallic things there. While receiving a nice hosing yourself, the basket fire is extinguished. Seconds later, a loud series of pops is followed by the smell of fried electronics. The sprinkler sense accomplishment and cease operation. Okay, so what we did was we fried those droids there. Your fire and subsequent shower seem to have shorted out the brutish droids. Yes, yada yada yada. Okay, so yes, we can continue on then. You have just entered Vohaul's secret chamber. The evil one himself is seated before a large console high on a platform in the center of the room. Standing obliviously ready, there are many of the dreaded salesman's clones. Hi, Vohaul. So, Ollamh, we meet again. I must say I'm quite impressed by your resourcefulness and tenacity. I'd love to chat, but I'm busy preparing the last of my salesman clones for their trip to Xenon. Feel free to stick around and observe the downfall of your civilization. Ha ha ha! Not if I have anything to say about it, bucko. Going somewhere. Ha 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 ha! Well, poopy-doo. As soon as you step on the platform, you are struck by a beam of light emitted from a unit in the ceiling. In a matter of seconds, you are broken down into microparticles and extracted from the air. Ooh. Again, the beam strikes, this time blasting into the glass jar on the console. It is there that you are molecularly reconstructed in miniaturized form. Well, I'll be darned. My miniaturation beam does work. Vohaul's voice booms. In the old days, I'd test these things on myself, but as you may have noticed by my appearance, being my own guinea pig has had its disadvantages. I guess this will keep you out of my way once and for all. You'll make a nice conversation piece. With that, Vohaul turns away and starts working on his plan again. Okay. All right, so we use glass cutter on this, and bing! Hey! And Sludge Vohaul doesn't notice. Now, we can come over here and get splatted. Yeah, that's just fun. Darn, Ollamh! I guess his lordness got a little fed up with your meddling. You've been redesigned once again, revealing a permanent overhead view. You resemble one of those wonderfully colorful mosaics commonly found on windshields. So, we don't want to go in there yet. We want to, actually climb in vent. And if we look here, judging from those two hoses coming from the outside, you guess that this is the inner workings of Vohaul's life support system. A respirator pumps oxygen into his lungs, while the pump on the back wall forces blood through the filters. There's also a sign on the back. What is it? Caution, press button for emergency shutoff. Why would you have an emergency shutoff for a life support system? You can see Vohaul struggling to take his last few breaths. Not you again. You think you've won, but all you've done is sealed your own fate. He reaches up and flips a switch on the far end of the console before dropping into the floor dead. Alright, so here we want to say pull lever, type enlarge, bounce, 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 bounce. So now we can enlarge ourselves. Every man's dream. Once more reconstituted, you notice that the clones are gone. Oh, great. Search body. An examination of his repulsive, turgid fabric encased mass reveals nothing. There are the letters SHSR written in pen on the back of his left hand. Let's see. Our console's loaded with indicators and lights, except one on the left screen, which are filled with numbers which would only make sense to Vohaul. There should be a switch or something? Except one, the console's loaded with light indicator lights. Each one, except one on the left. Except one on the left, the screens look at screen. At left screen. Chair. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Terminal, interior environment, okay. External, let's go. Launch countdown. Oh, now it's SHSR. Okay. Clone launch aborted. Good. All right. So, yes. Now, I had gone ahead and done some further playing and stuff without doing that, which was stupid, because it actually takes 40 minutes for the asteroid to blow up, but only like a matter of like 10 minutes for the clones to launch. So, yeah, I got all the way to the escape pod. I managed to do the escape pod. All right. Now, here's this little box. Look at box. Get mask. Save. Because you see, if we... A section of the glass tubing has fractured from combined stress, and the pressurized atmosphere rushed through. The pressurized atmosphere rushes for a relative vacuum of space. Due to the effect of air rushing by you to get out of the hole, the air is in your lungs is sucked out, and you find it is impossible to get any more. Hence, you struggle and die. You only had 223 points away. Anyway, no big loss. So, yes. Now, if we wear the mask... And I'm going to go ahead and speed it up, because... Yes, so because we're wearing the mask, it prevents us from suffocation, so... Now, we are going to... Now we have to get into an escape pod because the ship's going to blow up. The asteroid's going to blow up. That's pretty much a constant thing with Roger Wilco's. He is always blowing stuff up. I don't think 223 points is that bad. I mean, and so out of 250, I think I did pretty good. Maybe I didn't get everything. Maybe I'm not perfect. But who is? So yes, basically we're just kind of traipsing over here. We're going to have push button ready to go so that the minute we go in, because you're going to see there's like an Ed 209 guarding the escape pods, which is not nice. It's not nice at all. So, yes, we open up the pod, and he is actually going to follow us. But once we leave this hallway, we'll be fine. I have no idea how long this one's going to go, but, I mean, we're so close to the end, we might as well just go ahead and finish it. So, yes, the Ed 209 stops following us at that point and goes back to the escape pod. But that pod we opened is still open. So we can basically just traipse right on back. And get in the pod, and the robot has apparently decided that that it's permissible for you to be in the area since you are in the pod already. So we look at controls. There is a button marked launch. Warning, emergency escape vehicle launch sequence has begun. That's okay. Launch time in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Poof. Whew. You're going to have to stop cutting these escapes so close, Ollamh. Yes, you only have like 38 minutes left. Well, you must feel pretty good right now. You've stopped Vohaul from carrying out his threat of salesman infestation, ultimately destroying the twisted scientist himself. And you managed to save your own score. And just look at that skin. You managed to save your own skin, and just look at that score. Pretty darned impressive. Suddenly, a warning signal draws your attention to the oxygen meter in the front panel. It reads low and dropping fast. This is just great. You knew it was all too good to be true. You have maybe 5 minutes of air left. Well, Ollamh, it's been nice. It was nice knowing you. So if we stand up, now you take the time to view the interior of the pod in more detail. You see a sleep chamber against the wall. All right. You turn back the plexiglass cover. Lay down. Get in bed. Your legs will take you where you want to go, in most cases anyway. Get in chamber. Alright, there we go. You make the split-second decision to enter the sleep chamber. It seals automatically. Soon you are overcome by a pleasant drowsiness. This is certainly better than suffocating. You begin to drift away into a deep sleep with the satisfaction of having accomplished your task. You've come through in a clutch, and you deserve a nice long rest. Now someone would just pick you up somewhere along the way. So long, Ollamh, and thanks again for saving your people. So 243 out of 250 points. Not bad. Again, this is just one of those fun little games. A really old game, yes, but still fun and entertaining. We'll probably continue on with Space Quest 3 next week. At least starting it off. As always, thank you so much for watching. And stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio! Voodoo spell.
I think I'm getting dizzy.
Overcome by the fumes and stench, Guybrush quickly loses.
Restricted to a 4-block special area and not allowed out until they were below 300 kilograms or 661 pounds.